Yo, what is going on, YouTube? I'm your host, Biscuits, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be customizing the Vapid Dominator ASP. Now, this vehicle is based on a late 90s to early 2000s Ford Mustang Cobra R. So you see that spoiler on the back of the car? That is factory. That spoiler comes like that from the factory, and same exact thing on this real life counterpart. The Cobra R has a spoiler like that in real life that comes from the factory. So a couple fun facts about this car in real life. The Ford Mustang Cobra R was a production race car. It came from the factory without AC and without a back seat. So if you guys are looking to pick up the Dominator ASP for yourself, it can be purchased from the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website for $1,775,000, or if you have the trade price unlocked like myself, it can be purchased for $1.3 million. Now currently, this vehicle is on sale, so I am able to pick it up for $931,000. So this is actually my first Dominator ASP that I customized. As you can see, it is already fully tricked out. I was going to actually sell this before I did a second one, but once I saw the for sale price that LS Customs was going to offer me, I just said F it, and I'll just have two of these because it's kind of a big slap in the face. Let me show you guys how much this car sells for. So a fully customized Dominator ASP only sells for $822,000. That is $100,000 less than what it is to buy this car brand new with the trade price unlocked and it on sale currently this week. So what a slap in the face. That's why I don't sell any of my cars in this game. It's just a huge loss of money. I mean, GTA logic, buy a $2 million car and then resell it for $1 million. That makes no sense. Here we are in my auto shop, and here is the completely stock Dominator ASP. So honestly, this is one of my favorite muscle cars from the 90s, like top 3 for sure. Such a good looking car. I'm very excited to customize it with you guys today. So without further ado, let's hop in here and get to work. So the Vapid Dominator ASP is in the muscle car class for racing. Starting off with the armor and the brakes, front bumpers, got quite a bit of options here. Alright, well, we're going to go for the primary aggressor bumper. Moving on to the rear bumpers. Alright, honestly, I like the primary black lip bumper the best, so we will go for that. Alright. So we can do lots of modifications to this car because this is a tuner's DLC vehicle. So we can do primary ridged, or secondary ridged. We'll go for the primary ridged V8. Alright, for some rail covers. Alright, so we'll probably skip rail covers. Fittings. See, it's just crazy how many options you can do. I do like the adds the cold air intake there, which is pretty sick. Supercharger, here we go. Nice. All right, let's go for a secondary supercharger. All right, strut brace. We'll skip all the way down to the bottom, go with the light and racing strut brace. For the engine tune, we'll go ahead and go level 4. And intercooler, yeah, we'll go for the intercooler. It gives just a little bit of Just a little bit of something extra down there at the bottom grill. Nothing too crazy. Alright, for the exhaust. So we can go stock dual exhaust. Why is it not letting me move my camera? Okay. Yeah, that's like a glitch. It's not letting me move the camera or even zoom in, so that's really annoying. So we can go stock dual, twin round box exhaust, dual box, twin bore, twin chrome bore, twin chrome box, double side exit exhaust, and twin side exit exhaust. I really wish I could see. I don't understand why it's not letting me look at the side exit exhaust. So, okay, that's all good. We're not doing a side exit anyway. I do want to go for... Yeah, we'll go for the twin round box exhaust. Alright, moving on to the fenders. So we can do some secondary front fenders. Okay, so there's rear and front fenders. So for the front fender options, you can do secondary front or leave them stock. That's kind of a no-brainer. So we can also do some primary wheel arches. So it's kind of like a wannabe wide body, but not quite a wide body. Now, if there were wheel options that you could choose that actually like stuck out and were flush with these extra wide fenders, then I would totally opt for it, but there's not. No matter what wheel you put on, the wheels will always be sunken in and look really off. So, with that being said, let's move on to some secondary wheel arches, carbon wheel, primary bolt-on, secondary bolt-on, and carbon bolt-on. Yeah, alright, we're going to leave all that stock. For the hood, hood catches. Yeah, I'm not crazy about hood catches, but I don't know, something about hood catches on a Cobra R just screams race car. So, yeah, let's do it. I guess we'll do some chrome hood catches. And for the hood, we can do a secondary stock hood. So we're going to go for the primary vented hood. That's definitely the cleanest. Looks the best in my opinion. Alright, horn. That's probably fine. So the interior we can get crazy with. I don't know if I'm going to get crazy with the interior. My first Dominator ASP that I showed you in the very beginning of this video, I had the interior fully tricked out, raced out. So I'm probably not going to do that for this build, but I will do a little bit of stuff in here. So, so we can do a dash. And we can do street interior, semi-stripped, race dash. So you can make this thing full-out race car. So, alright, so I'll probably leave the dash stock. For the dials, we'll just do the pod-mounted tack. Doors, we're going to leave stock. For the seats, we definitely want to do some sports seats. So, painted sports seats, carbon sports. Yeah, you know, let's go for some carbon sports seats. Steering wheels, yeah, we're just going to keep the stock steering wheel, that's fine. Roll cage, no roll cage. I'm going to keep it clean. Headlights, so the headlights, yeah, we'll go xenons for the headlights. Alright, so we do have some livery options. So we have a white thick stripe that you currently cannot see. You can kind of see it on the front bumper there. So black thick stripe, so this is exactly the same as the white one, except it's black. So now you can see what it looks like. White double race, black double race stripe. It also adds a stripe to the side there. Okay, nice. Got white classic sports stripe, black classic sports stripe. Okay, nice. So that is like kind of like a Mustang Boss 302, I think they're called. That's kind of like a Mustang Boss livery. We got Not Tonight Pizza Boy. Okay, moving on. So we got the blue Flame livery. Pretty sweet. That just screams 90s, the flames. So you do purple flame. So we get a simple race livery. You want to be number 15. Okay. And we got the Fukaru race livery. Nice. Okay, so we can do some louvers. They have some louver options, and although I don't really care for the window louvers, I did notice that when you put them on, it also adds taillight covers, and it just brings this Mustang back to the previous generation. For the mirrors, primary or secondary? We're going primary. Mud guards. Let's put some mud guards on our Mustang and we can go off-road and go mud. No, absolutely not. Why would you put mud flaps on a Mustang? It's a rear-wheel drive muscle car. Who is off-roading this thing? Alright, rant over. Plate. We will go custom biscuits plate. For the roof, we can do a secondary roof, do a carbon, or a sticker bond. We'll leave that stock. Side skirts. So Alright, I like the primary extended skirt the best, so let's opt for that one. On to the spoiler. Let's do primary ducktail. Sun strips, we can do some black. Primary sun strip or secondary. Okay. Suspension. Car looks so much better with it all the way lowered to the ground. Front wheel gap is non-existent anymore. It's clean. I like it. Transmission, we'll go ahead and go race. For the trunk, we can do secondary. Okay. Probably not. Turbo, absolutely. Definitely want a turbo on here. It's windows, so with the interior being pretty much stock besides the tack and the race seats, let's go ahead and do limo tint and we'll black out the windows. Nice. Now we need to find some wheels. Alright, so we're going to go for the Inferno wheels. So they're very similar to the stock wheels. So as you can see, here's the stock, here's the Inferno. So just a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and do bulletproof tires, of course. We have a few different options here for the respray. So we have a primary. We have a secondary. And at the moment, I do not see anything changing for the secondary. So unless you opt for some of the secondary options on the customization, that color is not going to change anything. So we got a trim color as well. So that's nice. It's on the middle of the seats and like kind of the side of the interior. Pretty sick. And we also have an accent color. So the accent color is going to be the gauges, but not the tack we added, only the factory gauges. Makes sense. Alright. So let's figure out a respray. Alright, this metallic dark blue is looking really good. So let's try that for the metallic. And I wonder if we can do something with the pearlescent. So I think I'm going to go for this racing green for the pearlescent. It looks really sick, and it kind of turns this Mustang into like a Mistachrome paint job. So for those of you who are not familiar, Ford actually offers, or it used to offer, this paint as a factory option. So you get a what's called a Mistachrome Mustang Cobra from the factory, and it was sick. It was like shades of blue, green, and even some purple sometimes. So this is not an exact replica of the Mistachrome, but it does look pretty close. So let's go for that. Now for the secondary, it does not matter. So we'll leave that be for the trim. Let's go for dark blue. Match up the interior trim color with the paint a little bit. And for the accent color, we're going red. We're going Torino red for the accent color, absolutely. All right, honestly, with this body color that we went with for the primary, I don't think any deliveries work with it that well, or at least in my opinion. So I'm just gonna leave the livery off. I think it looks good without it. So now we just need to see about the wheel color. But yeah, let's go stone silver for the wheels. We'll make them just a little bit darker than the alloy stock option. So alright, I believe that is everything. So let's go ahead and get this outside. We can do a sound test and some first driving impressions. Alright, so here is the Dominator ASP outside. It is unfortunately raining, but the sun is out, so you can still see the pearlescence. So look at that paint. That is absolutely beautiful. Very close to the real Mistachrome paint that Ford offered for the Mustang Cobra of this generation. The hood catches, they just work on this car. I don't know. I normally never do hood catches, but they just work on this Mustang. The wheels are on point. They look really good. I do love the lip spoiler. But yeah, this car looks spot on to a real-life Mustang Cobra R. First things first, before I forget, this vehicle was released with the Tuner's DLC, and any vehicle that was released with the Tuner's DLC has a stance option. So if you hold your select button down, bring up that interaction menu, go down to Manage Vehicles, and go all the way down to the very bottom to Vehicle Preferences. Scroll down to Vehicle Stance, and you can change to lowered and select, and then it lowers it down even more. As far as functionality and driving around, I think it looks best at the default height. From what I understand, it actually increases your top speed, but it makes your handling worse. So, I don't know, I haven't raced enough with the stance thing on to know for sure, but that's just what I've heard. So let's go ahead and get the doors open here, and we can get a closer look at everything. Starting off underneath the hood. Very nice engine detail there. Got the supercharger sitting on top. Moving on here to the interior, here is the passenger side. Got the blue racing seats, very nice. Back here is the trunk. And onto the driver's side. So 3 pedals. Apparently this car is a manual transmission, so that's the stick shift. Nice, got the red gauges there. And here is the first person point of view from the driver's seat. So let's go ahead and do that sound test, and we'll rev it up. Very nice, sounds good. Definitely sounds like a muscle car. I actually really like the sound of this muscle car. It sounds really good. So look at that paint now. It is completely stopped raining. The blue with a little bit of green. Oh man, so clean. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some first driving impressions. Starting off with the drivetrain. This is going to be rear-wheel drive, but let's confirm that. Yep, so it is a rear-wheel drive muscle car. Very surprising, I know. As with any muscle car, you can do wheelies, so we're going to hold the handbrake down, We're going to rev it up and hold the gas. We're going to release the handbrake, keep the gas floored, and we can wheelie. And this appears to be about the top speed, so not a bad top speed for a muscle car. Yeah, so not bad. Acceleration, decent top speed. Let's try a brake test. 3, 2, 1, brake. Nice. Okay, about average brakes. So yeah, everything so far been about average. Average acceleration, maybe a little bit slightly above average acceleration, I should say. But average top speed, average braking. Let's see how it handles. So the handling overall seems pretty good, especially considering this is a rear-wheel drive muscle car. There is a little bit of oversteer on some turns, but nothing major. It seems pretty well-rounded. Alright guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Dominator ASP is a very cool muscle car in GTA Online. Now, from what I've heard, the new drag races, this is one of the best muscle cars you can use for drag races. So if you guys are into drag racing online, definitely consider picking this thing up. If you are a Ford Mustang fan, then I would definitely recommend getting this Dominator ASP. It is such a good looking car. I mean, I own 2 of them now, so I mean, it's that cool of a car that I had to buy a second one. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out.